Put me in, coach. Today we are talking about the MIP, the most improved player for this current NBA season, this 2021 season. Now, with that being said, like this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell like an open jump shot. Most importantly, share this video, share it like an assist, because we're talking basketball here. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive straight into this. I have about 5 candidates. I googled this a couple different ways and did some research, but once again, this is a no-brainer. I'm not going to make this a long video because this is simply a no-brainer. Julius Randle is your most improved player. Now, here are the 5 candidates that were listed: Jeremiah Grant, Christian Wood, Chris Boucher, Julius Randle, and Michael Porter Jr. Now, when it comes to all of these guys, right, Julius Randle played the most games. Julius Randle played the most games with 71, which means he only missed 1 game, right? He's in the MVP talk, right, which he was not in the MVP talk last season. Julius Randle was also an all-star and the face of the New York Knicks, right? So he's bringing the New York Knicks back to relevance. Not only that, right? Let's go to number 5. They're in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs, and they look like they have a favorable matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, we'll see what happens when the playoffs start, but for the most part, this is Julius Randle. Now, when I look at the stats as far as, these guys who have improved, right? Again, where I have to disqualify them, even though their points went up, they missed a lot of games. Let's put it that way. Michael Porter Jr. played 61, but Julius Randle played 71 games, right? You got Chris Boucher, who increased his point total from 9 points to 14 points. So that's a 5-point swing. Got Michael Porter Jr., who went from 9 points to 19 points. That's the 10-point swing. So realistically, that's more of an improvement than Julius Randle, who went from 20 points to 24 points, right? But Julius Randle increased his assists. He went from 3 assists to 6 assists, which means he went from his teammates scoring a minimum of 12 points to now a minimum of a minimum of 6 points to a minimum of 12 points. Now, if I was the guy who's getting that additional 12 points a game, I'm happy, because that means my contract is gonna go up. But what I have to also say is Michael Porter Jr., he definitely benefited from Jeremiah Grant leaving the Denver Nuggets, right? Because that opened up space for him. And then with Jamal Murray being out, I believe that also opened up more of a scoring option for him as well, meaning he might have been the 3rd option. Now he's for sure the 2nd option. But with all of that being said, once again, we're not going to drag this video out, because Julius Randle is your most improved player. He is. He just simply is. I mean, to go from not being in the MVP race to being in the MVP race, that means he improved in a lot of different areas. One of those areas is playmaking. So when I'm training children, I'm letting them know, hey, get ready to make these moves. I'm going to train you on how to do these different scoring moves, but make sure you jump stop so that you can always have an option to pass the ball. So with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. That's the end of my 5-part series. Once again, thank you. See you guys on the next video. Peace.